Okay, I'm going to try and finish that story about the orphanage in Colina de Luz. I mean, the orphanage called Colina de Luz that we took to Disneyland. All right, so we're at Disneyland with a whole orphanage full of kids. And me and Tara have, like, I think it was like 7 little boys. Like, I'm not exactly sure the age. So they had to have been like 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 years old between those ages. No older than that. I think the oldest maybe was 6. Okay, I'll stop. So she and I have them, and we're going on like different rides. We went on Small World, you know, fun stuff. And I don't know if Disneyland still has the submarine ride, but they did have the submarine ride then. And so we got in line, and it was just kind of a small line, but several of the kids had to go to the bathroom, which is why it was really great to have 2 people. So I took the kids that had to go to the bathroom, and Tara stayed with the other kids in line. And it didn't take that long. It doesn't matter at Disneyland. 1 second can be forever. So we came out, and that line had gone, you know, they have the zigzag, you know, roped off thing under an awning, and it was full, and then it was outside of the awning full, and down the lane. It was, yeah, and it was impossible pretty much to get to Tara and the other kids. And we come up, and we're yelling over across at Tara, and Tara's yelling at us. We're trying to figure out what to do, and all of a sudden this guy kind of in the middle is like, "Don't worry about it, come on, come on." And they lifted each of the kids up, and they did that whole where they walk you across a crowd on their hands, like they move you. And so I'm like, this is great. What am I gonna do with myself, you know? And I'm like, not like a huge person, but I'm not a small person. And the guy's like, "No, come on, come on." And the whole crowd's just like, "Yeah, come on." And so they lifted me up, and they did that whole crowd surfing. I freaking crowd surfed at Disneyland for the submarine ride with some kids. It was really fun. It was really surreal. Like, it didn't even feel real when it was happening. And there have been times in my life where I forgot that happened. And if something will happen, and I'll see something, it'll trigger the memory. And part of me is like, was that me? Was that really me that happened to? But it was me that happened to. It was really cool to crowd surf. Super fun. And you feel very safe and very secure. And that is even weirder. Because technically, you're not guaranteed these people are going to hold you up. But they crowd surfed us all the way to like the front of the line where Tara and the other kids were. And the kids got to go on the submarine ride. But yeah, so that was that was a fun trip. After that, and that's the fun story I wanted to tell. But after that, we stayed in this oh my god, this home was so huge. It was a ranch house, and so it was 1 story, but it was massive. I think it was still in San Diego. I don't think it was in Mexico. I think it was still in San Diego. I'm not really sure where it was. But it was like when we first walked in, there was like a huge room. Like it could be like a gym or an auditorium. And at the very other end of it was a little tiny kitchen. And they had like a table to one side, and like the kids and all ate there. And then when you first walked in and you're looking at that big giant room, to the left and to the right are hallways to bedrooms. I don't even know how many bedrooms there were. I didn't go see everything. But so we all had like I think me and Tara and I don't know, 1 or 2 other people, or not even that, shared a room. And then across from that, like there outside, there was a pool, there was like a garage, and there was a pool room with the inside pool. And then there was, I think, a whole like ranch stuff, and the kids all got to go swimming. It was such a fun trip, and it was really cool to be the ones to be there for these kids the first time they go to the US and get to go to Disneyland. It was just really, really fun. But yeah, I have good and bad memories from working at the orphanage. When you work in an orphanage, you're not going to have all good memories. I can tell you some more memories later because there's a lot of stories from our time at that orphanage. But I'll stop for now. And you guys have a good day. Bye.